Hello guys, on the 26th of June 2023, this butcher by name Usmanu Buddha was killed by an angry mob who stabbed him and stoned him up to the extent he was unconscious because he was allegedly caught saying blasphemous words towards the Prophet Muhammad. This all happened in Sokoto, northeastern Nigeria. Guys, let's get into this crime story. Now guys, before we get into this crime story, I'd like for you to subscribe, like, comment and share. Please subscribe so that we can get up to 1,000 subscriptions, and do not forget to like by that this video can go viral, and also do not forget to share to create awareness to your family members and friends about this true crime story. And guys, please subscribe for more true crime stories like this on a daily basis. Mr. Usmanu Buddha is a 25-year-old who owns a butcher shop in Sokoto, Nigeria. He is a devout Muslim who loves his religion and loves the Prophet Muhammad. He left his home very early in the morning to come to his butcher shop to start selling meat. His neighbors at his marketplace were also Muslims who own butcher shops beside him. So he came to his shop on the fateful day of the 26th of June and opened his shop and started selling meat. All of a sudden, a Muslim beggar passed by and started using the Prophet Muhammad's name, begging for money. He openly rebuked the Muslim beggar that he shouldn't be using the Prophet's name in vain to beg money. While his neighbors who were Muslims and also fellow butchers who owned a butcher shop beside his shop told him that what he just said is blasphemous against the Prophet Muhammad, that he should take it back. But he refused. He stood his ground and said he is not going to take it back because what he said is right. The beggar shouldn't be using the Prophet's name to beg money. His neighbors who were Muslims and also butchers continued telling him for the second and the third time that he should take that back. What he said was blasphemous against the Prophet Muhammad. The body stood his ground and said no. They instantly started shouting Allahu Akbar, that Usmanu Buddha has just blasphemed against the Prophet Muhammad, without even telling the crowd or the people around what was the blasphemous thing that he said. The crowd immediately came over and started stoning him and stabbing him with their butcher knives, up to the extent he fell unconscious. And some of the Christians who own shops in the market immediately called the police, and the police came over and started firing shots in the air, and the crowd was immediately dispersed. Then the police came over and picked him and rushed him to the Usmanu Teaching Hospital. Few minutes later, he was declared dead while at the hospital. So guys, tell me your thoughts about this true crime story. I'd like to get your thoughts down at the comment section. Let me go first with my analogy. This is crazy. This is shocking. I thought Muslims only stoned and knifed Christians who blaspheme against the Prophet Muhammad. I didn't know Muslims also stone and kill, Muslims who blasphemed against the Prophet Muhammad. I'm not a Muslim. I don't know what he said was blasphemous towards the Prophet Muhammad, but I believe no one should kill another person, stand against religious violence in any shape or form. And for the mob to just jump in on the situation and started stoning him and stabbing him without even asking the person who accused him of blaspheming that what did he say that was blasphemous towards the Prophet Muhammad. So it is crazy. Even if you are going to kill someone, because the Prophet Muhammad says whoever tries to say blasphemous things against him should be killed, you have to at least fact check to make sure that what that person said was blasphemous. Even though that person said blasphemous things against the Prophet, no one has to be killed because of a religious whatever. You have to fact check what the person said against the Prophet, if it is blasphemous or not, before you even kill that person. You can't just jump in because you heard one accuser accusing someone of blaspheming against the Prophet, and you all just come on and start stoning that person and stabbing that person to death. It is not allowed. That is so wrong. This situation came after Deborah Yakubu, a Christian who was accused of blaspheming against the Prophet Muhammad, was killed by her fellow Muslim classmates who stoned her and set her on fire because she had said blasphemous things against the Prophet. The police came over and arrested those classmates who stoned her and set her on fire. But however, they let them go. The northeastern state of Nigeria called Sokoto is strictly Sharia law based state, where they adhere to the Sharia law than the Nigerian constitution. So those people were seeing a sense for killing someone who had blasphemed against the Prophet Muhammad. They were immediately released from police custody. So guys, I would like to get your thoughts down at the comment section. I know the killers of Usmanu Buddha will be immediately released from police custody. I know that for a fact. This is crazy. This is crazy. I would like to get your thoughts down at the comment section. Thank you for understanding.